If you're having problems with your game, whether it's FPS, input delay, or people are taking your wall and there's literally nothing you could do about it, well, there's probably a few things that they have that you don't that I'm going to go ahead and go over. So let's get right into it. Starting at number one, this is probably the easiest, but also the most unknown, and it involves the Epic Games Launcher. Surprisingly enough, there's a few settings in here that you can actually change yourself to make the game run a lot better, whether it be ping, whether it be, FPS and all kinds of stuff. But you do have to have the game closed. As I have it open, it says running. If you have a problem, it's because the game needs to be closed. So let me close the game and let's get right back to this. It's closed. It'll look like this. You have it back up. It just says launch, but now there's these three dots. You click this, you go to options, and here we are. Yours is probably going to look like this, and that's okay. What you do is you uncheck high resolution textures and direct 12 shaders, and you check pre-downloaded stream assets. Basically what pre-downloaded stream assets is it means no matter what, no matter where the skin is in the map, let's say somebody has Star One pickaxe or an extremely, pixeled skin or detailed skin like the galaxy skin, this will constantly be rendering it. So you check this off so it's no longer rendering it unless they're in your sights. And usually when they're in your sights, it's still not being rendered. So it helps you out a lot with FPS. After you've unchecked all this and checked off this one setting, click apply. I've already done it, so there's no update, but yours will take around 2 minutes to update depending on how fast your system is. Not only that, once you come back out of that and your game is done updating, there's one more thing you can do. You click these three dots and you click manage. Now, once you click manage, there's a few more settings here, but there's one in particular that you will be using, and it's this one up here, verify files. What this does is if you have any corrupted files and you're having FPS stutters or anything like that, you can just click verify and it'll do this quick little update like mine is, which just goes really quick depending on the speed of your PC, like most updates do or downloads, and it will check and make sure all your files are perfectly perfect for this game and nothing's corrupted, needs to be fixed. And if it needs to be fixed, it'll do it itself through this update. And once it's done verifying, which as you can see takes a few seconds, boom, it'll do this. It's done. My game was fine, but if yours isn't fine, it'll let you know. And it'll say that what's been fixed. That if you have Nvidia, this is for you guys. So for the people that have AMD, I'm sorry, this part really is not for you, but Nvidia settings and Nvidia users is a huge one, and I mean huge. This changes the game for absolutely everybody. If you don't have the right settings for Nvidia, it can cause your game from looking extremely bad to extremely good while running really well. Now, a lot of you guys are gonna look like this when you start. Your settings are going to look like this. You're going to be in the middle or at the top, whatever, with on quality. You don't want quality when you're going for performance. You want performance and then use advanced 3D image settings, which makes it look good and run good. You hit apply, it freezes for a second, you're good. Next, on the left over here, you want to go to manage 3D settings, right? These settings right here are perfect for Fortnite. These are perfect for Fortnite or any game that's competitive. You need less delay or better FPS in. So go ahead and copy these settings. You could pause it, slow it down whenever you would like. But there's one thing I would like to say. When you are copying these settings, sometimes they do like to reset, and I'm not too sure why. I don't really have a fix on them resetting, so that is something you will have to check yourself and make sure all your settings are correct and the exact same. It doesn't reset all the time. For me, it resets when I update my drivers, and I'm not too sure why. It could just because it's a whole driver update, and this does happen to be a part of the drivers, but you can just make sure your settings are the same is all I'm trying to get at. I have an app for zero ping now. This app isn't only good for zero ping, it's actually one of the best apps for zero ping. And I say that because they are constantly updating their game or their app, sorry, to run at its peak. It's constantly being updated so it runs perfect for you. Only does run perfect for you, it runs perfect for you on absolutely any game you would like it to run on. Absolutely anything. All the way up to Xbox, Switch, PlayStation, sports games, racing, action, shooting, whatever you like to boost, it will boost for you. And you can also search games. Right now I'm on trending, but you can do Fortnite, Roblox, absolutely anything. And even Kovacs. I just installed Kovacs. Yeah, you don't really need anything crazy like that, but those are apps that you not expect a ping app to boost. It can boost things like that, Discord, Netflix, anything you like this app to boost, it can boost. And if you also like this, try this out. The download is completely free in the description. It's in the description as well as it will be pinned in the comments. One more thing I'd like to talk about, and it does take place on your main screen. What you do is you right click this, you click terminal admin. It's something that you would have to know what you're talking about or know how to use to do. Now, if you just follow the steps I'm taking, these are the perfect tweaks for your PC to run at its best. Don't do anything you don't know, but if you don't know, you could always hover over it and it'll give you a brief little saying of what it is. Now, these settings right here are exactly what I use. I have mouse acceleration off. Nobody likes mouse acceleration, okay? That's when your mouse starts off slow, gets faster. It accelerates. You know, like a car starts off slow, gets faster. You don't want that. It's hard to build muscle memory when you're playing games like Fortnite or anything that involves good aim, right? Next, we have dark theme. I have it off. You can have it on if you'd like. It's completely up to you. No matter what app or anything you go on, it would always be dark themed. You don't have to change the settings for yourself. Next, set display for performance right here. Add an active ultimate performance profile. That is something that I use on a lower end PC. I don't necessarily need it now, but I do have friends that use this and it helps them out a lot. Next, you have over here on the left side, if you've removed Microsoft Edge, a lot of you guys don't use it. You will need something like Firefox and something like that to back it up, which it's completely up to you. But other than that, these settings right here is exactly what I use. Once you've done this, you hit run tweaks. You give it a second. It runs all the tweaks in the background over here. And when it's done, it will say done. It'll pop up on your screen just like that, done. That is the basic tweaks. You don't need any more than what I just showed you. On to our final settings. These are a few that you guys would like a lot because they're really easy to get to because they're in the Fortnite game. And they are right here. You go to Fortnite settings, you scroll all the way down on the third tab, and just enable these energy savers. You want these off. You do not want these on. They make your game run extremely bad. I'm talking, you can go from barely holding 120 FPS to 240 stable with these off. Like your input delay would be insane. And other than that, there's two more things that I would like to get into, but other than that, the Fortnite settings, they're pretty, obvious. A lot of you guys should know performance mode, everything all the way down. That's pretty, it's pretty common. A lot of you guys do know that. I do recommend 125 brightness this season. Up to you though. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much it for in here. There's one more thing that I would like to show you, and it's filter keys. To get to this, you just search filter keys, no spaces. It should be the first one that pops up. You scroll down, you download this bottom one. Once that is downloaded, it'll be in your files underneath downloads, which I just clicked it. You double click this, open up filter keys, boom, right here. And I already have the best settings for filter keys, and they're right here. What filter keys does is it's pretty much like rapid triggers. When you don't have rapid triggers on your keyboard, it's where when you type, it will skip. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see for you guys, but see how there's multiple J's? I clicked it once, it'll skip. It's almost like a macro, and no, you cannot be banned for anything I put in this video. It is not a macro, it just acts pretty similar to one, and it will spam the key for you. It is very useful when double editing, triple editing, anything like that, and I highly recommend for the people that like to edit quick. I have timer res. Timer resolution. You can look at timer resolution, either one. Right here, it's not this download. Do not click this. I don't even know what that is, so don't click that. You scroll down till you see this download right here. It's like a darker. You click download. It should pull up right here. You click this, open up timer resolution. Boom, this is what it looks like when you first open timer resolution. Click maximum, should say 500 milliseconds. Minimize. You keep this open. I recommend pinning it to your taskbar because this is something you will need open quite often. If you do want to use this, and you don't close it, you don't click the X, you click minimize. Now let's say you click it and you don't quite get 500. That is okay. If it says 4.9, just click maximum again, it'll take it to that 500, then you just minimize. That is all I have for you guys today. If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you like, subscribe. We're coming up on 10k, and once we hit 10k, we're doing a huge giveaway. It's in my Discord if you'd like to join it. Discord's announced there. Also, if you have any questions, I'm live on Twitch every single day. Stop by. It would actually mean so much to me if you guys do stop by on my stream. That's what I grind the most. Anyways, hope you guys have a great Christmas, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.